Welcome on in, everybody. So I was running around on my Iron Man, just looting chests, trying to get those materials for my trophies and stuff like that. And I managed to find an open world PvP fight. My server is pretty dead, so every time I find some flag players, it's pretty exciting because it doesn't happen super often. And yeah, I ran into this guy. He just held block and he didn't want to fight. I'm assuming that he was going to go and re-gear to his PvP gear, which I am more than okay with. And I just waited there, and look at that, he ends up coming back. So I get into a bit of a fight with him. He throws down his gravity well right away. I just slip out of that with the Rapier, turn around and start feeding him the heavy attack into the pillar. There's the fireball. I do eat the stun from him, but already he's taken so much damage. And one flourish and finish. He actually dodges the initial bit of the attack, but I hit him with the finish and bring him down. And he did bring a friend with him, of course. So the archer, as soon as I kill that guy, ends up retreating up to the top here. I follow him, throw down the AoEs on top, and he switches to the greatsword. I get a good amount of damage with the fireball there, and then I miss all of my rapier attacks. And this guy, in true archer fashion, decides he's going to take a bit of a run. He ends up getting out to the middle of the field here and then turning around and deciding to trade, and I hit him with a few really huge heavy attacks, some nice crits there, and the fireball. And I managed to bring him down, but you guys know how it is. Of course, they are going to come back. I head back up towards the boss and start fighting him. And this is one of my favorite things about this patch. I have all my luck gear on. I saw the enemy players in the distance coming, and I'm trying to get out of combat so I can swap my gear. Normally, well, prior to this patch, I would have no chance of swapping to my good gear. But here you see, I'm able to dodge enough arrows, don't get pulled into combat, and I swap to my good stuff, and now I'm going to turn and fight these guys. The archer is just shooting at me at a distance, and the melee fighter in front. I go for the gap close through the melee guy right on top of the archer. This guy is squishy, and he's going to deal damage, so he's definitely going to be my priority target while I kite out the heavier melee fighter. And I end up missing him with that heavy, and the second heavy misses too. No luck on the pillar. Almost managed to get the kill there, but the other player jumping on top of me, I very quickly just do a direction change. I get a good little kite on him, and get interrupted in my burnout there. I'm going to turn around and go for a little bit of a direction change with the burnout again. I wanted to get the explosion, but I don't land it nice and clean. This guy does a great job reading my combo this time, goes into the greatsword calamity counter, so I'm forced to just dodge out of that to not take that attack. And I miss the fireballs again, and this guy just catches me with the gravity well. My stam is down. Lucky I had the evade there. That was just pretty lucky on my part, I'll say that. Either way, I start to go head towards the ranger again. He goes for the calamity counter, and I notice we've got a healer in here. Void Gauntlet and Life Staff. That is going to make this fight very, very difficult. So right away, I'm just going to get some cover from the ranged attacks. Use the height here to LOS them a bit, and I drop down another level. I like this spot here. We've got a lot of angles to work with and great cover from those ranged attacks, and they end up dropping down too, which is perfect. I go for the burnout. I think I managed to connect on almost everybody with that burnout. Really good coverage on it, and there's the heavy attack into the fireball, the pillar coming down, and the cannon's ready. Everybody very low on health in their group. The flourish and finish through to get the kill on the first player, and there's the flash to seal the deal. I get a few more pokes on the backstab on the healer, and then the pillar into the burnout. Oh my god, such a clean combo. Two players going down just like that. And all I can really say at this point is maybe Fire Staff is actually overpowered. I don't know. I love this weapon. I've been playing it a long time, and I've definitely gotten 1vx on it before, but man, that was so smooth, so much damage. If anything, Fire Staff just feels cleaner to use at the very least. Of course, one of them ends up coming back for a little bit more, again, taking advantage of that new gear set, so I don't have to fight him with my luck gear on. I'll let you guys enjoy the last fight as I say goodbye. If you want to see a build video to this, there's a link down below, and there's a link to a written guide on my website, pvpnewworld.com, down below for you too. You can always catch me live on Twitch. This fight was done live on Twitch. There's a link down below. And if you have an awesome fight that you want to see in the New World Top 5 Fights, send a clip to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. A quick shout out to our sponsor, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring the show. You can get a deal with the link down below for your first purchase. And of course, a massive thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon for supporting. Thank you everybody so much just for tuning in and watching. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're looking forward to more. And have a good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.